Behind me in this very busy Peugeot fan zone, there is a 208 GTI that's just been revealed to the world. And in this video, I'm going to quickly give you a walk around, show you the technical details, explain why this could be the most fun car in the class, and highlight the couple of components that have made me think this could be the best hot hatch Peugeot's made since, like, the noughties. Now, before I tell you the amazing power figure for this car, really surprising actually, I'm going to talk you through the key chassis updates. Now, you've probably spotted this car is running lower and wider than the standard 208, and that's because at the front it's 56mm wider and at the back is 27mm wider. So yes, it is wider at the front, which should make it pretty pointy, as should the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tyres fitted to these 18-inch Speedline alloy wheels, which, by the way, have these Speedline holes in them as a nod to the 205 GTI, and apparently they have real brake cooling effectiveness. Now, the amazing thing up front is that we've got 355mm brake discs, which is pretty substantial for a relatively little car, and you'll also notice we've got extended wheel arches as well. In fact, they're just kind of stuck on, aren't they? But they look pretty mean from some angles. As does the rear diffuser here. Now that looks like a pretty proper rear diffuser. There's no like fakery there. I can't tell. We can't get under the car, unfortunately. But does it have some aero effect? I'm not sure. What I can tell you is this car will accelerate from 0 to 62 in 5.7 seconds. So it's actually the quickest car in this small EV class, and it will do 112 miles an hour, which is not that fast, obviously. So this is not an Autobahn bruiser. This is probably more of a, I guess, your B-road blast car, which is perfect for us Brits, right? As is the fact that when I asked some of the engineers about the suspension setup, it's 30mm lower, but they said it will remain pretty comfortable. They said they really focus on ensuring that while it does firm up under load at lower speed, it's not going to be too fidgety, which bodes well. And let's just see, what have we got tyre-wise? So obviously the Cup 2s, but they are running on the 18s. Oh yeah, if you look in there, just a 40 profile. They're not rubber band tyres, so there is a little bit of squidge in there. Oh, and by the way, if you drive an electric car like the 208, well, did you know you can now book in your EV at a Cinch store for electric car servicing? If you want to find out where your local Cinch store is and you want to get one of our expert technicians to service your car, hit the link in our description. And by the way, if you drive a petrol, diesel, or, like this Le Mans car, a hybrid, we can also service those as well. Now, before I reveal to you the range of this car, because obviously that's very important, I want to talk to you about the cool ingredient that I think is going to make it amazing, and that is a limited slip differential up front, and there's a bit of negative camber swerve on these wheels, so it should be very, very pointy. Peugeot has actually retuned the steering, apparently inspired by the 205 GTI, so the 208 GTI is very, very pointy. Apparently it's going to feel quite lively on the nose, and at the back they've got a stiffened up rear anti-roll bar, so it should cock a rear wheel. Apparently there's also some tweaks to the ESC, the stability control, to allow for a little bit more playfulness. So even if you leave the electronics on, it should be pretty fun. And of course, Stellantis, the parent company of this of Peugeot, they have a pretty good idea of what they're doing in this world, because the Alfa Junior Veloce, which this car shares some parts with, well, that handles brilliantly. Now, as for range, this car has a bigger battery. In fact, it's 54 kilowatt hours. So it's claimed to be capable of 217 miles. Now, that's not tons, of course, and in fact, I'd love if there was an extra 100 in the tank, but it isn't bad. It's far from worst in the class, and it does at least mean if you live close to a fun road, you can have some fun in this car. It will charge, as everything does these days, at 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes. So that's a quick run through of the 208 GTI. It looks quick, it looks great, it's in red, and by the way, the interior is all red. Red carpets apparently, as well as red trimmings. So what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. I can't wait to get driving this thing. But before we do that, don't forget, we've got a few similar videos on the channel, including one with an Alfa Junior Veloce, which I mentioned earlier. That is a car with a lot of shared parts, so it'll give you a few clues as to how this should handle. Click the link on the description to watch that video.